Okay. All right, great. We're recording now, so don't say anything that you don't want to be recorded for posterity's sake. But I want to welcome everybody to our call tonight. Hey, Zen.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome.
Hello. How you doing? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, good.
Good. We just got started.
Awesome.
And I'll give you a chance. I just want to say, man, what a great month we had in February. I want to congratulate everybody. You've done absolutely a phenomenal job. I mean, we don't have those figures yet. I could give early congratulations, but I can't wait to give them officially. You know, we've got new first-time directors. We've got new director twos, director threes, director fives. We've got some great things going on. We've got some people that just enrolled their first people. Louise has 2 enrollments just today. Gay's not on yet. She's coming on shortly. She's on vacation. I just did an overview with her on there, and she's in the Alabama Gulf Shores, and she enrolled somebody on vacation. So, I mean, it doesn't matter where you are. You know, we can help people live healthier and have better lives, save money, make money too. So, again, congratulations to everybody. I'm super excited for all that we've got going on in March as well. So, Jay, let me turn it back over to you for just a minute.
Well, I just want to say congratulations to all of you. I'm so proud of so many of you. Louise, congratulations on enrolling 2 customers today. That's huge. I mean, that's just absolutely huge. And, you know, Sue could not be more prouder than you. Prouder of you. I mean, it's just amazing. So really, congratulations. That's amazing. That was great. And Desiree and I see everybody. I got hey, Tammy. How are you?
Hello.
And then we've got Louise and Brenda, and who else am I see? I see Anna, Chandler. I see there's 14 people, but I don't see that many, Sue, so I don't know if it's...
That's Vegas.
Yep. John's on, Jolene's on, Barb's on her phone. Paula's here. Yep, you got to scroll down probably.
Oh, I'm only seeing the camera. Got it. Well, hello, everybody. Paula and John and Louise and... I don't know all the phone numbers, but Anna, and so awesome. But congratulations to all everybody. Sue, if we add up all the money that everybody earned last month, it would be a whole lot of money, which is
That's great.
You know, we actually did a group count, pretty awesome. But congratulations for all your advancements, and I know that we don't, I know some of you do that after this month, but just an awesome job. Really great. Well done. So I'll let you kind of steer where you want me to go. I have some of the ideas that you thought that might be good for me to cover, but I'll let you kind of steer where you want me to go first.
Go ahead, Jason. I mean, well, actually, let me just mention, you know, guys, I don't know if you were on Russ's call this morning about maximizing the compensation plan. I know that many of you work, and I was able to figure out how to record it on my phone, and I did post it on the Born to Win Facebook page. So if you're not on that Facebook page, get a hold of the person who enrolled you, or message me. I'll give you my phone number. If you don't have it, it's 630-240-0075, 630-240-0075, and we'll add you to that page because we'll post the replays. Anytime that I can do the replay, I will be glad to do it. But I did post that today for us. And he talks about maximizing the payment plan, and there's actually 10 steps to success that he talked about. And if you were on his kickoff call for March, you'll recognize some of the things. But one of the big things is maximizing the promotions that we have. So we've got a great promotion right now. We can enroll everybody for $1. I've been reaching out to people that I spoke with last month, the month before, even the month before, and people are excited about the idea that it's not that much difference, right? $18 difference. But to be able to enroll for $1 for one whole year, try out the products, see how they like them, see how they feel. Hey, Gay, welcome. Hi. It's really exciting. So we've got that promotion. We've also got our 1st through the 15th enroller promotion, where you can get all of the Say Bella samples and that beautiful palette. I just enrolled my 2nd customer today, so I'm excited for that. Looking forward to going for at least 4. I've got a big goal this month personally, but 4 so I can get those banners too, so that when I get together with a group for Wine and Wellness or women's event or something like that, I can share those banners too. So go for the promotions. If you're thinking about how can I maximize how can I make more money? Well, first of all, don't wait to get started. Jason will probably mention this as well, but every day is worth 3% of the month. So here we are on the 6th. I mean, 18% of the month, almost 20% of the month is, Jason, can it be 18% of the month?
Goes so quick.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But, get off to a fast start. We all rush at the end of the month to make our goals, but don't let that first of the month be just a time when you sit back and go, oh, I think I'll take a week off. Take an hour off. We'll let you take an hour off. But, if you've got big goals, we've got time to help you achieve them. So whenever you're ready, Jay.
Yeah, without a doubt. So, guys, I'm excited to be on here with everybody. I'll move pretty quick, and so anything that I miss that you think that needs a little bit more, clarification, please step in. Or, but I want to start off with this, and I don't know if we want to mute everybody, or if everyone is muted, Sue, or not. I don't know if we want to do that just so that if there is a replay. I will tell you that I've been in Melaleuca 12 years.
Excuse me 1 second, Jay. I'm going to mute everybody, then unmute you.
I unmuted myself. So
perfect. There you go. Go ahead.
All right,
Thank
awesome.
you.
So I just got back from ELC, and one of the most exciting things is for those that strive to achieve the levels of executive director and beyond, Melaleuca sends you on these events every 6 months called ELC, Executive Leadership Council meetings. And there was 2 points that I want to make very clear about that event that I think is very important to bring up to everybody as we move our business forward. And Sue, could I just mute you out for a moment too?
Yep.
Or maybe you can.
I will.
I'm just hearing like a buzzing. Okay. So there were 2 main points that they announced at this event. And they have been 2 life-altering changes. And one is life-altering and the other was an aha moment. So not 2 life-altering changing announcements, but one life-altering changing, and the other one was one of those aha moments for me to continue to do what I've always been doing and to share with you guys what I would suggest to continue to do if you have not yet started. There's different people in all different levels that are on this call. If you are brand new, welcome. If you have been in Melaleuca for a week, welcome. If you just started using the products, awesome. If you just enrolled your first customer, great. If you just set your first appointment, congratulations. If you just reached director, awesome job. We're going to talk about different states of where people are at and what your next level of goal should be. I want to just mention this event. We announced at this event, and we have known this for years as leaders, for years, damaging effects of what household chemical cleaners have done to our bodies. OSHA and other agencies that have always talked about the chemical and the detriment to our life as a result of surrounding ourselves and our family and our loved ones to those toxic chemicals and how harmful they are. This is one of the largest human studies that has now been done with 6,000 individuals over 20 years of data. And it started with international data. And it's very, very other countries that are very much more advanced than America is. It is such a profound study that now they're advertising it in America, which in many cases they don't advertise studies from other countries because they poo-poo it. And now they are advertising it in America because this is one of the largest human researches, one of the largest human studies done, not only not only worldwide, but in America and worldwide. And here's the most amazing part about it. They're out. They're non-negotiable. It's not a matter of maybe it's true, maybe it's not. This is what is changing the face of our company, of our business, of our life, of our worlds, of the people that we love and care about. Here's what it is, and I'm going to read you the study. Cleaning your home once per week any chemical cleaners, ammonia, aerosols, Tilex, Windex, bleach, is more harmful to your lungs than smoking one pack of cigarettes daily for 20 years. Let me repeat this one more time. This is not debatable. This is now factual. That cleaning your house, not twice a week, once a week, with cleaning products that we have all done and used prior to Melaleuca, right, is more damaging to your lungs, can result in more cases of lung cancer than smoking one pack a day, not for a month, not for 2 years, but smoking for 20 years. This is now, to me, a study that has come out. And I'm telling you, the whole ELC was on their edge of their seats, because this is what we preach. This is what we talk about. This is what we know to be true. In other countries, to know that be true. And now we have actually the documentation and the study that confirms this. And now I'm going to read it to you. New independent study based on 20 years of research reveals a sobering fact: cleaning your home with common, well-known grocery store products made with ammonia, chlorine, bleach, quaternary disinfectant compounds, and other dangerous chemicals significantly damages lung tissue in women. In fact, the study showed that cleaning with such products as little as once per week was as damaging over time to respiratory health as smoking a pack of cigarettes a day for 20 years. That is insane. If we don't enroll another 30 to 40% at the time of enrollment, then we're not talking about this. I am excited to tell you a little bit of a hint that the new presentation is going to have this in the presentation. So I'm very excited about that. It's going to have this new research so that when we get to talking about the EchoSense line, I mean, this would be something I would definitely talk about. But I mean, it just goes to show that we have been ahead of times. And we're the most advanced EchoSense cleaning products that are on the market at the best price point. We've been green and organic well before it was popular back then. So I wanted to spend a moment on that, because I will tell you, for those that are looking for that aha product or that shiny penny or that, you know, what is that one sizzle that I can talk about? I've always been talking about two sizzles. One being living a healthier life through getting the nutrition down to the cellular level of your body, which is where all disease starts, which we have the most profound nutritional products in the market with Oligo, because we have two science-based now research studies and 2 patents on the only supplement that actually creates measurable results in the human body as little as taking it over a few hour period, and that it actually creates measurable results: cholesterol, blood pressure, heart rate during physical activity, resting activity, diabetes, sugar levels, all of that, and that we can put it in print. We can't put it in print if we can get sued. If we could not document those studies, we could not do that. Many companies, you're not going to see GNC, you're not going to see One-A-Days, you're not going to see any MLM company products that will ever put physical human studies of what will happen in the body due to not having the scientific proof or evidence to back that up. Melaleuca has that. And that to us has been the draw dropper product. But now I say we have the two. We have the inner nutrition, and we have then we have the outer body of not putting chemicals in our home that we breathe in, that we put on our skin, and that we put our children in front of or around or surround families with. So to me, this has been the biggest breakthrough in the company. It just talks about the EchoSense products and tees it up like I've never seen before. And that was the first big announcement. Here was the second aha moment. I said it was an announcement. We'll talk about another announcement, but the aha moment. There are more network marketers that are coming over into Melaleuca now than ever before. You've all seen this graph. I'm not going to show you anything that you haven't seen unless you're brand new. This graph. This is what's happening to Melaleuca. I'm not going to say it's all happening from people in the home-based business industry. And I'm not saying that if you don't have home-based business industry, focusing on talking to people that have home-based business industry. I might add a little bit of that to it. We're going to talk about talking to them and how to prospect them. But if you do have some home-based business industry background, for you not to talk to those folks would be a shame. They are coming over in the droves. They are coming over in the masses. And it's just going to be a start of a long-term 10, 15-year trend of this going right here in the United States. And we're all going to be able to significantly, if we focus on it, get that story out. Now, I talked with National Director 3, Beth Shump, as one of the top businesses in the company as well. And we have the two both sizzle pre-tee up videos for network marketers or party plan people that any organization has the use of in the office of the Time and Freedom Team account for the professional account. And that is the MLM Real Truth video. If you've not seen that, please look at that video. It's a 13-minute video that tees up. Many of you have seen that. If you have seen that, raise your hand or wave your hand. Right? You've seen that. It's a 13-minute video, right? Blonde guy, much younger, probably a little bit sexier, right? Well, but the point, I'm joking, guys. But the point is that 13-minute video tees up the Melaleuca overview perfectly. Because otherwise, networkers will look at anything that's more than 2 years or 5 years as an old business. Party plan video tees up anybody that's been in party plan. Jewelry companies, chocolate parties. I mean, there's so many of them. I mean, clothing companies. I mean, there's literally a party plan company for every single industry out there. And Beth Shump does a phenomenal job at that. I just talked to her at this event. She's got some huge leaders. She's been one of the top pool earners over the last handful of months. So have I. Success leaves clues. When we're talking about prospecting folks, if you're brand new, you should stay in your warm market. And you always stay in your warm market as long as you possibly humanly can. And in that warm market, if you have network marketers, you should be using those two sizzle videos that we have. Either the people that have network marketing experience or party plan experience. They're both home-based businesses, but they're a little bit different of business models. With network marketers or party plan, we do a two-step process. We play the sizzle video, have them watch that first, and then we take them to an overview. Everybody else, that's warm market that we know, we take them right to an overview. A simple invite to an overview. I just got started with something that I'm excited about. I love to share it with you. I promise you it's not one of those. When you have 30 to 40 minutes, I can run it by you. If it's for you, great. And if not, maybe you can refer someone to me. Really simple. And you have other invitations on your Time and Freedom Team Getting Started document. You have ways that you can lead with the products. But the point of, if we're talking about concepts tonight, not exact words, concepts, it's inviting someone to a presentation you personally know without networking experience, and if they have networking experience, inviting them to one of those sizzle videos and to an overview. Okay. Now, once you get involved with the back office of the Time and Freedom Team system, we have a lot of cold market advertising things. We have postcards and we have flyers and we have all that. A three-step process with that, whether it's Craigslist ads or flyers. We send them to, and John, if we can unmute John for a second. John went through that process. It's someone to a 3-minute sizzle call, to a 8-minute bridge call, to an overview. So what I want everyone to understand is it's not important that you understand all the processes, but understand that there are processes and that you have a support team that understands what needs to happen in order to build a successful business. And if you're brand new and you're starting with your center of influence and people that you personally know, you want to start with inviting people simply to an overview. You want to practically enroll your first 8 or 20 customers doing just that. Simple invitation to an overview and letting us help you enroll those customers. Making sure that you know the webinar schedule on the Born to Win site or the Time and Freedom Team webinars in the back office. Now, if you're talking to someone within your warm market and they have some networking experience, Truth or the Peek Behind the Curtains with Beth Shump with Party Plan to an overview. And if you are doing cold market, guerrilla marketing advertising, you're going to drive people to a 3-minute sizzle voicemail, to a 3-minute sizzle voicemail, to an 8-minute bridge call that screens them out even further. The overview. John, are you unmuted for a second? I wanted to talk to you for a moment.
John, unmute yourself. If I
John?
unmute everybody, it gets a little feedback.
John, if you can push the unmute button.
Let me try unmuting everybody. 1 sec.
Okay. John, can you hear us?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, you can. So can everyone else mute themselves? Maybe we could try that. Rashawn, that charge should be $650 for the dinner.
There we go.
Okay, can you hear us?
Yep.
Awesome. So John, you've used this 2-step process. You actually came in from this 2-step process, right? So much. You came in from this 2-step process. Talk about the 2-step process, the MLM Real Truth overview. Can you just cover that process? Because you have a few appointments. I think you might actually be enrolling somebody.
Yes. So basically, the way that it started with me was it was completely random, but I had seen the MLM Real.
Well, John, hold on one second. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
I can now. Yep.
Yeah.
How's that? Clear?
Perfect.
Our connection's really bad. So basically, through the internet, I found the MLM Real Truth, and then from there, kind of went through the rabbit hole, and that's how I met Jason. But I had actually never heard the sizzle call or the bridge call, Jason, until we had talked. But I'm currently using that. I'm using the sizzle call on people that I'm reaching out to. If I'm calling people and I get their voicemail, then I'll send them to the sizzle call.
Yeah, and that's from all the other advertising techniques that you're doing.
Right.
So you've got networkers, and you've got cold market folks, right?
Correct.
Those are the two different groups. I just want everybody to know that your job is not to tell the story. Your job is to get people to an overview and to tee up the overview if it is a networker and doing that process. And the reason why I'm spending a moment of time on this, Sue, guys, I'm sorry, I can hear you talking. The reason why I'm spending a moment on this is that you literally can lose really good folks if you're following the process. Now, again, if someone has no networking experience, if you're not talking about cold market advertising, which many of you have not even started doing, it should be a simple invite to an overview. That's the only thing you've got to be really good at. But if someone has some home-based business experience, I think it's very important that the overview is teed up correctly. And Sue, I'm spending just a moment on this because 2 people called me today. They said, I talked to 2 networkers and they said Melaleuca was old. And we're going to follow back up with them. But the point is if they were presented correctly, that they would have been walking to the finish line at a much better pace or a clearer vision. Anything you want to add on that? Because I think it's one of the most important things that we can do as a team. Not getting too much in depth with all the different Time and Freedom Team lead generation systems, but definitely just networkers in general or folks that are from Party Plan.
No, Jason, I think that's great. And I just want to mention, first of all, if you're a free member, you don't have access necessarily to all of those things. It's in the pro Time and Freedom Team. And nobody's making any money off of this here. It goes to supporting the site. But here's the thing. If you are Director 3 or below, you really want to be working still in your warm market. If you think you've exhausted your warm market, reach out to your support team and let us help you find some more people. What's really special about this, though, is the system that we have. has so many different options for you to be able to grow your business once you've worked your way through most of your warm market. We're always growing our warm market for sure. But, Jason, one of the things I think that might be important, you said a lot of great stuff. But so what would someone, let's say they know someone who's in Herbalife or Shackley or Mary Kay, or, what would you say to them to reach out to someone that they know rather than just invite them to an overbite? What would you say to invite them?
I think that's probably one of the most important questions. Okay, I'm hearing somebody in their background, so let's mute. Okay, great. So first I want to just back up for a second. If you are new, there's probably not a reason you need a pro account. You can talk to your support team. You can, if you're in Paula's group, or if you're in Sue's group, or if you're in my group directly, you can even use one of our replicated sites to tell the story to a network marketer or someone that has party plan experience. This call is not to promote. That's not what we're promoting. Is you having your own. What I'm promoting is the process, the correct process to take someone through. So that being said, if you don't have your own site, you have someone that has network marketing experience. Because, Sue, what I've always not felt comfortable with is when someone tried the Amway approach, where their upline is on the phone and they're making a call to somebody and the person's blindsided by that call. That's where this power of these sizzle squeeze pages, if you want to call it, or tee up pages or sizzle pages are important. So if I was to call you up and you were someone I knew, I would say, Sue, I just saw the most incredible 13-minute video talking about residual income that literally I have never heard any of this information in the last 15 years of being in this industry. You've got to watch it. Do you have 13 minutes now?
That's great.
He says to Jason, yes, I do. Well, great. Then I would actually say, great, pull it up on the computer, and I would stay on the phone while they're listening to it, because that's how important it is. Now, Sue might say, I don't have time right now. When do you have 13 minutes? Well, I can do it in 3 o'clock. Well, great, I'll call you at 3 o'clock. Or Sue might say, well, what is it? What's the name of the company? It's not about a company. It's about the concept of residual income. I have never heard anything like this in my 13 years. When do you have 13 minutes? Guys, it's posture. It all comes down to posture. It's not words, it's the concepts and the posture behind the concepts. What I just said could be scripted. I could say it another 15 times and it'll be different, but I'm gonna get the same results because I'm coming from a posture standpoint, right? I would say, Sue, listen, I just saw the most. Now, Sue's been involved with a few things with me. Sue, I just heard some information that completely clarified this entire industry and why we've been struggling for the last 15 years. When do you have 13 minutes? Because I can't even believe what I just heard. That would be what I would say if I took. Now, if that's not your personality, then don't say it like that. If you're more Sue, listen, I just found out some information that it just made a lot of sense to me. And regarding the home-based business industry, and you've got to listen to this. Well, listen, just listen. Trust me, just listen to this and tell me if it doesn't make sense. Because you know what? You might listen to it and you might say, and it makes no sense. And then we don't even have to further discussion. Just listen to it and let's have a discussion after it. Just listen to 13 minutes. Guy's pretty funny as well. I'm just kidding. But Sue, I don't know if you want me to elaborate on that because it's more concepts. We can go over script, but I would never call up a friend in the networking industry and be very scripted to a networker because they're already prone to that to begin with. I would call up with excitement to, just like how we would get someone to an overview without saying too much. It would be the excitement to get someone to watch the video.
Right, and I think your comment about, what company is it? It's not a company. It's a video about our profession and why so many of us have so much struggle making money, why so many of our team have so much struggle making money. You just got to listen to it.
That right there, that's That's better said than what I just said.
Good. I gotta go. I gotta go call some
Yeah.
people.
And that's what I'm saying. Everybody's personality is different on this, right? I mean, how I say it might be different than how Sue's, but it's all the same thing. It's getting someone to look at it without giving too much information. You know, on a more common, I approached a networker today and he was very serious. And I said, Bill, listen, I have a video that I recorded that's going viral over the internet. You can say, Bill, personally, I just saw a video that's going viral over the internet that actually explains why our profession, why so many people find it hard to earn long-term residual income in this industry. And I'd love for you to check it out. When do you have 13 minutes? You can tee it up in many ways, but the key is not having a conversation about what it is. That's the most important thing. So I just want to clarify. That's one of the most important things. So I don't want to be anything else you want me to share on that piece, Sue?
No, I think that's really great. I do want to just step back to the study here. Folks, this is on melaleuca.com. You can go and read the study. You can also go to melaleuca.com/US guest and be able to get information. But there's 7 important parts with that. So this is, as Jason said, if you're talking to someone that's interested in having better, safer products, they're worried about getting toxins out of their home, you want to lead with that. As Jason said, it's all about approaching somebody with what is of interest to them. And for those of you, and I think pretty much everybody here has gone through a strategy session, when we've got our contact list and the interest, that's what we're talking to them about. If I talk to, my friend Mary Jo, who loves all organic products, I'm going to talk to her much differently than I am going to talk with someone like Gay who wants to make significant income. I'm going to listen very carefully to what they're saying to me, and that's what I'm going to talk to them about. Other stuff we can tell them later, for sure. So, Jason, that was great. Thank you.
Awesome. So I'm going to go over a few concepts with category 1s, which are customers, category 2s, which are business builders, and 3s, which are business builders, but more significant income desired level goal. Then I'm going to have Sue cover the promotion for April, which I think is really, really awesome. And hopefully everyone's taking advantage of the dollar memberships before the 15th. And then some of the great, great beauty products, which Sue, I want you to cover, because I don't think I could talk about blushes and all of that better than a lady, to be honest with you. And then getting 4 customers and getting that banner, which are great. I mean, the Melaleuca banners are amazing banners. So Sue will go over that in a moment. But here's what I want to talk about. We all as a group want to make sure that we have follow-up. Enroll a customer. We want to enroll a customer on a spot with an order. If you're taking notes, write that down. When we enroll a customer, we want to enroll them at all times possible with an order. Now we're going to talk about how sometimes that doesn't happen. We're going to talk about how to address that as well. But we're talking about category 1s. And we're also talking about category 2s and 3s, because 2s and 3s are 1s, right? Everyone's a customer. It's getting the first order. I'm going to help you with some wording, because some folks have been struggling with this. The overview's finished. We ask them what they best like about what they saw. They tell us. We talk about how Melaleuca can fill that need and address their concern, whether it be health, whether it be financial. Now it comes down to the order. Well, we go through the customer order form. Everyone should be acquainted with that. It's on the Time and Freedom Team site. You've all gotten that in your Getting Started strategy session or your Getting Started steps, which lead to a strategy session. And it has the 4 options. We start with the home conversion pack and the value pack, and then the drop down to the $5.99 packs, and then the drop down to the top 3 $60 packages, which are designed by what you think are the top 35 points in each one of those categories. And then the 4th option, which is for them to pick out their 35 points. Now, I want to explain something. It is a very common thing that someone says, just saw a long overview, right? And hopefully some of us, it was 30 to 45 minutes. That should be over. I saw someone today, they said, yeah, the person just didn't have time. I said, what? Well, I tried to cut it down, but my overview is an hour and a half. Probably why they didn't have time, right? So use the system. Use the overviews on the Born to Win or the Time and Freedom team. Follow what your support team is doing. So here's what I was said. And this just happened. I just enrolled 2 people today, 2 personals today, and one of them said this because one was just a customer. One said, well, I want to look at the catalog because I don't know what I want. I want to go online and shop. I said, listen, absolutely. But as your coach, write that down. As your coach, if you're taking notes, write that down. So you'll guys are looking at me. That's great. But no, I would write down some of this stuff. I mean, we'll have the replay. So you could just listen to me 24/7 if you want, or Desiree, while you're sleeping at night, you can just have this go all day. You probably will wake up spitting out what I'm saying. But here's what I would say. As your coach, as your personal shopper, these are some terms that you can use. But I would feel comfortable. As your coach, it's my responsibility. It's my responsibility to help you place your first order so that you know which products convert over to the products that you currently use in your home. You can place every order thereafter on your own. Every order thereafter through the 800 number order online. But as your first order, it's really, really important that I help do that. So can we take out 10 minutes to do that real quick? Now, obviously, Sue, if they picked option the value pack or the home conversion pack or the 99 packs, there's really no discussion. Or if they even pick not my favorite option, but option 3, which is the top $60 packs. But if the person's in a time crunch, I would rather get the order than not get the order. The third option works great if they're in a time crunch. Well, if you don't have time, which one of the top 3 sellers do you want out of the top 3 categories? Right? The person says, so that piece right there, I'm your coach, I'm your personal coach, or I'm your personal shopper for your first month. That's what's really great about it. We help you shop. It's my responsibility to help you do that for your first month. So here's the best scenario. They pick one of the packs. The second scenario is they don't pick either 3 options, but they want to pick out their 35 points. That's when you say what we just said. So important to say that. Now, here's what else can happen. You try that, and they still say, listen, I appreciate you being my personal coach, my personal shopper, but I want to look online, and I want to do it at my own pace. That's fine. Schedule a 24-hour follow-up call. Schedule a follow-up to help them place their order. Schedule that. Just like we would schedule a 48-hour follow-up or a strategy session with our business builders after they enroll to do their getting started steps, to do their strategy session. Well, it's our job to do that for customers as well.
You know, Jason, I just want to add, there's a saying that a confused mind always says no, right? So the further people get away from their time of enrolling, they're like, I don't know what products replace what. I don't know what to pick. This is too much trouble. So, Louise did a great job today. We enrolled one of her customers last night, and today we were on the phone. She was on the phone with her and helped her place, pick out some products to order. So, yeah.
I am so proud. Louise, I'm so proud of you because I remember the first day that I met you, and you're like, who's this guy from New York? And I'm so happy that you're building a Melaleuca business because you're a sweetheart. You are a perfect example of persistence, and I love it.
No, because you take their word for it.
Yeah. Well, that's my motto anyway. Persistence pays.
Yeah, well, it sure does, and you're a prime example. And we're gonna have you. We're gonna interview you and have you do a training sooner than later. I hope you don't mind. So
yeah, we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Let her get to director first. She's halfway now.
But back to the point of placing that order. And Louise did that. She set the follow-up. She placed the order. She did that. And that's the most important thing. Desiree, you've seen me do dinners. You see me do in-homes. We get the orders right there on the spot. And we use that form. And whether you're using that form, it's the process of that form. If you're not in person with the person, if you're doing a webinar, it's the process. It's the same process. So, Sue, I wanted to bring that up. Here's another scenario. So the first is they buy one of the packs right on the spot. The second scenario is they say, you know what? I'm option 4. I'm not even option 3. I want to pick out my product. Well, as your coach, as your personal shopper, blank, 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 just like we talked about. Next option, I just want to, I'm not doing it with you. Thank you, but no thank you. Great. When can we do a follow-up? 24 hours. Okay, we can do it here. Now, here's what's going to happen sometimes. They become part of the witness protection program, and you now lost them. Here's going to be my message, what I would teach all of you to duplicate. Corporate director, did you listen to the training the other night? I'm not sure if you did, Sue. If you guys have not, please listen to Julie Peters, and what an amazing training that was. Okay. If all of you have not, go into the Facebook Live, look at the past. I know that not everyone can make it during that time. Go into the back office. It's uploaded, our VA, or it's by Julie Peters. Amazing. Here's what she says. It's about 3 days before the end of the month. She goes, Mary, I know that we were supposed to place your order on the 14th, and it's now the 28th. I didn't remember if you wanted the home conversion pack for $2.99 or the value pack for $1.99. If I don't hear from you, I'll just make sure I order you the smaller pack. Everyone will get back to you. Now, let me also state this. You are not placing the pack. It's the point that you're creating a sense of urgency, and hopefully the last possible option, you're creating the sense of urgency. Now, some of you might say, well, that value pack home, I didn't know if you wanted the basic 35 points or you wanted the customer's favorite $99 pack. If I don't hear from you, I'll just order the top 35 best-selling products. The point is, you're not doing anything without anybody's consent, number one. But it creates a urgency of them to call you back, because it's important that they get these products in their home. You spent all that time doing the overview. You spent all that time cultivating the appointment. So it's important that that process continues. So anything you want to add with that? Because there's a lot of different ways people can do that. I think it depends on their personality. But I also think that creating a sense, and again, that's the last resort. That's where they're not calling you back. It's last day of the month, and because we're going to go through after April 1st if they don't place their order. They don't place their order starting in April, they're not counting as a customer. They're not getting a backup order. And first of all, if they got a backup order, they would not be a preferred customer very long anyways, as we all know it. And if you don't know that, if someone gets products they don't want, they're not going to stay. If anything, they're going to have a bad experience. Sue, I would rather them hold off a month and then actually become a preferred customer the next month, and then be satisfied when they're going to be a customer. But anything you want to add to that? Because I think
that's so important. In fact, Chris Simpson's on. I don't think she can hear us, or she can't talk right now. But she had a serious fall, and she actually had to hold off a month or so. But she's on here tonight. When she gets to place her order, I know she's going to get some products she loves. But again, people don't know what they need, so it's our job to help them. So making that call, the 24-hour follow-up, or the 48-hour, 72-hour strategy session is so important. Another thing is we're going to talk about over the next month is send them out a thank you card. I need to get better at that. I'm working on a little one-page sheet that we'll be able to send out in a thank you card, just reminding them of their member benefits. And hey, don't forget, watch your Learn to Earn videos. Watch the Paysetter video if you think you want to make some money, things like that. So people get so overwhelmed. There's just a lot of information anytime there's something new. So, no, Jason, thank you. That was great. We're gonna have to talk about that on next month's call as well. More new ideas. Yep. Thank you.
Yeah, without a doubt. I think
everybody.
If we become really, really good at getting the orders on the spot, it's going to be awesome. And again, we're not going to get every one, but if we follow that process that we just went over, steps, then we're going to increase it. A few things, Sue. Do I have 5 more minutes or
5 minutes, and we should close up after that? Yeah, okay. Thank you, Jason.
So here's the 5 minutes. Every day is worth 3%. The promotions are great, but the promotions only get us to do the activities that help us build a long-term residual business. So all the promotions are. They got it. It's not about the prize. It's not about the clock. It's not about the banner. It's not about the 45 shades of blushes that you get. It's not about that.
It is about that, Jason.
I know. Well, some ladies did, right? But and for new folks, you ready? It is about that.
It's fun.
For the long term of this business, It's about us doing the right activities for us to build a long-term residual income for our family. That's what those activities have us do. And if you notice all the activities, they always revolve around enrolling new customers and developing new leadership. Enrolling new customers and developing new leadership. What do I mean by enrolling new customers? Well, we earn 50% months 1, 2, 3 that they shop. We earn 20% once we have 20 personal customers, right? We can maximize our personal enrollee commission by getting 20 personal enrollees. We get 20% on all our personal customers, even after the third month, starting the fourth month on. And then what do I mean by developing leadership? We earn bonuses as we develop leadership. Those folks that advance earn bonuses. We earn mentoring bonuses for that process to happen. So based on that every day is worth 3%, to talking about, listen, 3 days of the month go by, it's 9% of the month is gone. Almost 10% is gone. So if it's Friday and it's the first, already by Monday, already 15% of the month's gone. I mean, that's kind of how I thought. That's how I move so quick. Now, for some of you, that intensity you don't have to do, and maybe you don't want to. But I'm just letting you know the mindset of me. I was in a bad place financially. I needed to make things happen and change my life. And I started to think more of a business mindset instead of a hobby mindset. And it changed my life. It has changed my life in so many ways. So on that note, if you're part-time, your goal should be enrolling 4 customers a month. That's a great goal. Are you always going to do that? No, but it's a goal that you should strive for. I'll tell you absolutely, if someone's enrolling 2 to 3 customers a month, part-time doing that, they're building a successful Melaleuca business. But if you're doing it intentionally, you should shoot as a goal for 4. And if you're full-time or significant effort, I would shoot for 8. If you're part-time, I would shoot for developing a director every other month. It's a great goal, right? And if you're significant effort, 20 plus hours, or full-time, developing 1 director a month would be a great goal. So we've always taught 4 to 8 a month and develop a director every month or every other month. The last piece to that, Sue, is business hours, store hours. The most important thing that we all can do. And you all, if you want, you're more than welcome. This is what I use. It's called the Productivity Planner. I think, Sue, people can download it for free, and they would just have to Google it. But it's nothing more than task lists. I've always done to-do lists, and I don't know if anybody of you have done it in the household or whatever it is, and they keep on getting longer and longer, and then you tend to do the ones that you don't want to do, Sue, last, or you never get to them. And what I love about this concept, and you don't have to use this, you could download, I think they have a free version online that you can make your own book. But really the concept is that you pick 3 tasks a day, 5 at the most, and you label them in order of priority. And you don't move on to the next one until you finish the one that's the most prioritized. So in my business, the most prioritized is making calls to set up appointments to do presentations, prospecting, right? Whether you're doing warm market, whether you're doing cold market, whether you're doing whatever, however you're talking to people, it's the prospecting piece. So if you've got 10 hours a week, let's say, to build your Melaleuca business, I'd say at least 6 hours should be spent on setting up appointments, making calls. So in my productivity planner, I don't always make calls at the beginning of the morning because I have other things, but I will tell you this, that first activity is highlighted because between 7 to 9 p.m. tomorrow, my phone's off. I'm making my calls. That's what builds my business. That's what gives me the posture. That's how I won all the awards at last DLC, is because I preach what I talk about. I don't teach theories or concepts. I teach because I do. And there's 2 different, and I'm not good at teaching things that I'm not doing. Some people are good at that, but I'm much stronger when I'm teaching things that I do. And what I do is I treat my store hours as precious time. So if you have 10 hours a week, I would spend 6 hours Map it out, Sue. Maybe for somebody it's Monday through Saturday and it's 1 hour a day. And the night before you go to bed, you schedule that next day of when that hour of calls you're going to make. Or if you're doing it 20 plus hours and you've got 9 hours on the books, what are your 9 hours? You know, maybe it's 3 hours 3 times a week, or maybe it's 3 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour, 1 hour, and 1 hour. I don't know. But the night before, you know what your schedule is for the week. And the night before, you schedule that activity. So I'll tell you that the 4 to 8 a month, the developing a director every month or every other month, and really people defining their business hours. They're setting appointment hours. To me is the most important piece, because folks, we could be on this webinar for the next 10 years. There's one thing I know that's not changing in Melaleuca. Without enrollments, nothing's happening. And that process doesn't happen unless we're sitting down to make appointments to have that process happen. Here's all I'm here to tell you as the last statement, my last 30 seconds. It's worth it. I would not be here if it's worth it. I would not be working this hard if it wasn't worth it. I believe we are in a time right now with Melaleuca, with this study, with the home-based business arena being in turmoil, with the new FTC rulings. If you're not aware of that, you know, they're quite severe. And all roads lead to Melaleuca, not only from a health standpoint, but from a business standpoint. So I'm putting in the time now because time is precious. Momentum is precious. And all of your goals are precious. And all of your goals are worthwhile. And you all deserve them. Treat this like a business, and it will pay you like a business. Everything that I've talked about tonight's concepts was not about time, but it's using your time wisely. It's using your time as a business would use its time. That's what I had to learn. I wasn't good at this when I got started. When I was 17 years old, I was a crazy kid that was excited about a business. It was the wrong one. But I've learned concepts that have changed my life. Apply some of these concepts. And I believe that all of you will build a business to last a lifetime. So, Sue, that's what I have for tonight.
Well, thank you, Jason. That's a lot for sure. And we did record this call. You know, everybody that's here, you know, we've accomplished some amazing things. You know, I could look and go through every row that I see people on here, and people have had advancements and new team members that are bringing customers into their business and things like that. And some of you are just brand new, and we're excited to have you here. We can't wait to hear how you love your first order that you get for your products. But, you know, I'm going to post this on the Born to Win Facebook group. If you're not part of that group, please reach out to your support person. If you are a support person, please make sure you add all of your team members there, because we post when we're going to do overviews. If you aren't doing overviews yourself, we want to do them for you. And if you're new, we want to do them for you for sure. Jason, that new presentation is up. We've been using it. That shows the study. So it's up there ready to be used right now.
Oh, beautiful. They added that. Awesome.
Yep, it's very exciting. So,
Great.
You know, every day, you know, you've got an opportunity to make choices, whether you want to move your business forward, whether you want to focus on other things. And we all have lives outside of our business for sure. But, you know, our business is part of our life. You know, what we do in our life is what we do in our business and vice versa. So I just want to challenge you to make this your best month ever. We're here to help you. I'm here to help you, Jason, Paula, Gay, everybody that's on here, John and Brenda. Just reach out to us. Let us know what it is that you want to accomplish. And you can bet that we'll be reaching out to you over the next few days as well. So we've got until the 15th, enroll 2 people. You're going to get this enormous Sabella Beauty Palette with all these samples in it. Enroll 4 people by the 15th. That's bring 4 new customers in. They come in for $1. All they got to do is place an order, 35 points or more, and they're considered a preferred customer. Then you get 2 great banners that come along with that as well. I'm so excited for everything we've got going on. I know we've got Gay's got an event coming up. We've got a couple shake and shares coming up at different places in Florida. Washington, we've got your women's wine and wellness coming up. I've been making samples all day today, Jason. And we got so much going on. Let us know how we can help you grow your business, and we'll be there for you. So.
And Sue, if I can just say this, I want to thank you for your leadership. You're an amazing person. And I'm not saying that because there's 15 other people. There could have been just me, but I've told you this. You're an amazing leader. You are an amazing example. And all of you are. And I want to congratulate you for hitting Director 7, John for hitting Director 5, and many all of you. I don't mean to miss out anybody.
Paula.
Paula, Director 3.
3 or 4 this month for sure.
We're not sure. So we don't know what everyone's advancements are. But I just want to say that this team is a special team. It's a close-knit team, and everyone cares about everyone's success. And it starts with the leader and the 2 leaders within this organization that stem down is Sue and John and Karen. And then all of you fall under one of those 2 entities. And it's because you 2 are 2 great people, or John and Karen.
Director. Director 2 this month too.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. I'm so excited when we get on the next call to actually announce everybody's advancements, which is awesome. So just so excited. Congratulations to everybody. Thanks, Sue, for having me. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Jason. All right, everybody, have a great night. We'll see you on the other side. Thanks.
Bye, everybody.
Let's stop our recording here. There we go.